Hello everyone. So yesterday I made a video where I picked through about 20 some locks, and in that process I picked this kwikset clone. So whatever come into focus for us. I picked this kwikset clone open, but due to the opening in the bottom I accidentally dropped the key pins out. Unfortunately, off camera I tried to repair the lock, but ended up dropping all of the drivers into the chambers, and now I have a stuck lock. So today what I'm going to do is rekey this lock, just so that I can get some functionality out of this lock body that I have. So first thing we need to do is take this apart and see what horrible damage I've done to the springs, torsioning this lock body around with the springs dropped into the pin chambers. So let's work on getting this C-clip off. I'm having a little bit of trouble getting him lined up. Feels like the C-clip is just a little wider than it should be, given that this is a clone and not a first-party kwikset. Oh. Having a little more luck with this tool, although not much. Oh, making a little bit of progress here. And there we go. So the C-clip's been removed. I don't know how necessary it will be to force this out with a follower, given that the springs have dropped into the pin chambers. I believe there's honestly not going to be much point to that. So let's just work him out as best we can to get those damaged springs out of there. Here come some of the driver pins. And we'll go ahead and put some force on it. To go ahead and knock him through. And as you can see, we've got the remains of the springs right there in the housing. Poor things. These things were absolutely mangled when I forced the plug over on itself. So let's go ahead and get those out of there. Looks like I've got half of a spring buried in chamber 1. So we're going to have to completely respring this lock. Looks like all 5 chambers are empty. So let's think of a key combination to make for this lock. I think, let's see, kwikset has a max of 4, and it goes from 1 to 7, so let's do 5. I can find a pen. Let's do 5, 3, 5, 7, 4. We'll do 5, 3, 5, 7, 4. Oh, it appears I don't have a number 7 pen in my kit, so we'll do 5, 3, 4, 6, 3. So 5, 3, 4, 6, 3. There we go. 5, 3, 4, 6, 3 will be our key pen combination. In addition to that, we could also put some spools in there to make this lock a bit more interesting. So let's go ahead and get some new springs out since I completely mangled the old ones. Set them here in our pinning tray. Three, 4. Come on, number 4. And then our 5th one. Now I've got all 5 drivers here, and they do appear to still be functional. So I may as well use some of them. So we'll use 3 of these here, just because they're the stock pens. However, to make this lock more interesting, I've got a nice little bag of kwikset spool drivers here that we can use to make this lock a little spicier. And I think we'll do just that. So in chambers 2 and 4, we'll go ahead and throw 2 kwikset spool pens into the mix. These were manufactured by Lab, and I got them off CLK Supply. And they're nice little spools that we can use. Let's see if we can get focus on that little thing. There we go. And that's going to go into chamber 2 and 4. I hate the fine detail of this. Let's get our other spool. Put him on there. I said we're going to do 5, 3, 4, 6, 3. So here's our number 5 pen. Number 5 key pen. Number 3 key pen. number 4. And number 6. And the other number 3. So here's our nice little pen stack, all ready to go. So let's go ahead and put our springs into the Bible. And it's going from bow to tip. So these can go up and first. Ah, dropping springs. I haven't done this fine detail work in so long. I haven't rekeyed or repenned a lock in quite a while. Alright, so we get our plug follower now. Stick him in there. Mash down those springs so we can go halfway up the lock body. Can't really see too well in there, can you? So now we'll put the number 3 driver. Ooh, here we go for the detail work, right? Hate putting driver pens on. Put tension on the plug follower, and then push him down and advance 1 space. See if we can get focus on the lock body there. Can we? There we go. Now here's our first spool in chamber 2. Bind him against the plug follower and push down on his head. Ah! Lost him. Get out of there. It's the pain of using a hollow follower. Getting a spool into a driver pen chamber is not particularly fun. And now we've got chamber 1. We've dropped him into the follower. Can't seem to get a good grip on him. Bind him against the follower, smash him down in there, and now we can go to the other side. We'll back out so that we have these back 2 chambers. My spring flew out, but we can put him back in. Get our first spool. Same deal as the other side, except this time I don't have a hollow gap in my plug follower. Ah, not having much fun there. Change up my hands. That's probably what my problem is. Nope. Feels like my pinning tweezers are catching on this tiny lip on the back of the follower. Okay, so I've got him tensioned on there. Go ahead and try to focus up a little. Not really working too well, is it? Back off, see if we can get better depth of field there. Not doing too well, are we? Either way, we'll push this spool down, back off the follower a little. Now we got our last driver to drop on. He's just going to be a standard driver. Slippery as everything, though. Bind him up. Got him bound on the edge of the follower there. Come on now, focus. Got him bound on the edge. Push him on through. So now we got our lock housing. Let's go for our core. Remember, we're going tip to bow. So we've got 5, 3, 4, get in there, 6, and another 3. Now we'll just take our plug here, slide our lock back through, and this time we'll rotate them in a direction so that we don't get all the pins falling out the gap on the bottom, and we're locked up. Last thing we need to do is throw a new C-clip on him, because I totally threw his original deep into the floor. And hopefully this one will fit a little better with the tools that we're supposed to use. He's loose. Let's see if we got a tighter one. These look tighter. So we'll just manually pull him off and put one of these different C-clips on. These are smaller. Got oil all over, grease all over them too. Get in there. There's our C-clip. Throw him on there. We'll get the pliers here. Buckle him down. It's a little loose, probably because he's not to spec with what we're supposed to be doing to this lock. Looks like I'm going to have to find my original C-clip to get him locked in. But for now, I do have a semi-functional lock that I can put right back into my collection to pick. And with those security pins, he should be a little more challenging. Next up, I'll probably generate a first key for him, and that'll be what we do next.